Yeah, they were supposed to meet up, I think, a few months ago. And I think Valdez pulled out with a back injury. So then we saw the fight with Liam Wilson. And I've never been a big supporter of Navarrete, his skills, I should say. Listen, the guy comes to fight, he comes to beat you up. And I think most fight fans like to see that. But I am a more fan of skills, boxing ability, setting him up with the jab. Navarrete does none of that. I mean, I don't know how he steps 5 feet away from you and within two steps hits you with an uppercut. It's pretty crazy, but he is facing a small guy that is shorter, a guy with less reach, but a guy with actual boxing ability. However, Valdez's last fight, that pointless rematch on the Haney undercard against Loma against Blue Nose Lopez, he didn't look all that great. Could it be just him, trying to shake off the rust? Because I think he was out for more than a year, coming off the worst fight of his career on a one-sided, ass whooping, I guess you could say, against Shakur. Could be, multiple factors. However, if we get, top level Valdez, I think he has the boxing ability to beat Navarrete, but I just don't think we're going to see it, honestly. He'll have to prove us wrong again, like he did against Burchell, but I'm going to pick Navarrete by stoppage.
Yeah, I think Alex summed it up pretty well. Like Valdez, man, he had a lot of momentum. And he's been a very good fighter over the course of his career. I've been a fan of him, a fan of his style. I've seen him fight live and all that stuff. He puts so much into those punches. He can make it super intense, and he can make things exciting. And I think that there may be a potential for some excitement here, given that Navarrete has a awkward and unique type style where he does so many things unconventionally. But at this stage of his career, I do side with Alex, and I think that Valdez, I think he's peaked essentially, and I think that Navarrete may be able to get him out of there, may be able to draw him in, take him off of the boxing aspect of it, and we'll see how Valdez's power carries, or at least where it stands now, if he's banging out with Navarrete, who we saw hurt against Wilson, but by that same token, Navarrete was pretty loose in there, and I wonder how much he put into training going into that fight. But as it relates to this one, I think he'll be on game, and I just think that, yeah, Valdez, he had that high peak moment. He was a champion. Was he unified as a champion? I can't remember if he was unified. Might have been unified, and I think that was sort of the pinnacle for him and his career, at least at this point. So I'm thinking Navarrete gets the victory. Oscar Valdez may hang around. The sport's still a good deal, but I just gonna continue to be tough treading, especially going up against a rare and technical fighter, which Shakir Stevenson, there are not too many of them around, but I think he showed that Valdez was a bit more limited than what some may expect or may have thought.
I do want to mention there is a co-main event. Yeah. There's Raymond Muratalla versus Diego Torres. That's, I think, is going to be explosive. Muratalla is 18-0 with 15 knockouts, and Diego Torres, I don't think he's ringing in bells in a lot of people's ears, but he's been on a couple Munguia undercards. When Munguia fought a gentleman named Correa, uh, he had like a highlight knockout reel that was really trending. So yeah, Diego Torres 17-0 with 16 knockouts, about to turn 26. So that might be a real banger. I'm not fully on this Mortaya train. A lot of people who support him. He's trained by Robert Garcia. Just had a great second round knockout of Nakatilia on the Haney versus Loma undercard. So yeah, definitely something to want to keep your eyes on.